Hey there, Kenneth French of Vast Voice, telling business secrets to entrepreneurs. We're very, very happy you stopped by. Either you're going to watch this or listen to this because you want to take your business to the next level. You're probably an entrepreneur who's either just starting out or you've been around for quite a while and you want to take your business to the next level. You're probably a real estate investor, maybe even a real estate agent, maybe a professional or of some sort, professional advisor of some sort. And well, you are stopping by because you need some valuable advice from one of the top industry leaders there is. Anyway, thank you very much. Once again, Kenneth French, Vast Voice, telling business secrets to entrepreneurs. Really glad you stopped by.
Faulkner of the Vast Voice, telling business secrets to entrepreneurs. We got a treat today. We're going to be talking about working with your spouse, good or bad. It's going to be up to she and I to discuss. Also, if you have any input, go ahead and email us at info@vastsolutionsgroup.com. Again, info@vastsolutionsgroup.com, because this is an interesting topic, especially when entrepreneurs are brand new. They might want to cut costs and having to, a spouse as an employee. Let's chat about it. We got 5 minutes. What are your thoughts there, Lily?
Hey, everybody. Excited to talk about this. Yeah, my thoughts are don't do it. Pretty cut and dry and pretty simple. I know it's quite tempting to bring in your significant other and to say, hey, let's save on money. But my thoughts are always don't do it. But at the same time, there's pros. So Kenner, you want to give us some pros?
Yeah. I say I give it a pro. Partially, at least, depending on the circumstances. Not everything works for everybody. What I would say is working with my wife's been awesome. Kristin, she's on the broker dealer side. If people want to help with a mutual fund, a rollover, a bond fund, or whatever the case is, she's there to help us. But so we really are kind of separate, but at the same time, I love working with her. She's fun. She's my best friend. We've been together for 30 something years, 7 good ones. Just kidding. Like that. But it's, cutting costs, I guess it's better. It's a little cheaper working with her per se. But also, it's fun. I mean, sometimes I could talk about, investment ideas or, ideas to help an entrepreneur. She's been in the business for long enough, but I get it. For some people, it just doesn't work.
So what do you say to implement to people like me who think that you should not do it in order to say, hey, maybe we could try this out? What are some of the things that we should be implementing?
Work on a little project first to see if it works out, whatever that little project is. Maybe, do a project for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours with related to work. And if it doesn't work, it's probably not going to work out in the long term. That's what I would say.
Gotcha. Also, too, with that, I was thinking about it. Maybe also, like, once you're done working, don't talk about work because it can easily start to bleed over and consume the entire relationship, right? So maybe have strict boundaries around when you are working together versus not, to separate the two so that can also not start to have some bleed over.
That's a killer point. Yeah, because my wife and I, her name's Kristin French. At 5 p.m. Pacific, we don't talk about work. When we're at home, we don't talk about work. We don't talk about work until 8 a.m. the next day, because we just think there's got to be a separation of duties, if you will. And I think that works out for us because, man, I can only imagine, just going to a movie and all of a sudden starting to talk about a project with my wife, and she wouldn't be too happy. Plus, we believe in work-life balance and keep the two separate anyway, let alone even if we weren't working together, that would be the case.
Well, for the fact that you've been working with your wife for 13 years and it's been successful, maybe I'm a believer. So I guess that's a quick, short topic. My thoughts are don't do it. Kenner's are do it. He definitely has the upper hand because he's proven it can't work. So, maybe we should give it a try. But again, have work-life balance, separation, and then also start out with small things to see how that's going to go. So.
Yeah, I'm going to throw out one other idea about work-life balance. A little on and off topic. We do this thing called strategic coach. At least internally I do, where it's started by this guy, Dan Sullivan, again, strategic coach. And it basically teaches you how to work, as few days as possible. Hopefully, put together a time system. You have a focused day where you're focused on work, whatever the top money-making projects that will make you money, number one. So it's just a focused day, focused work day. And there's a buffer day where you're pushing paper. And then third, free day, the most important. And I would say that's when you spend time with your loved ones, as an example. And that's really important. And that's now, why am I talking about that? Because that's how we've kind of divided our days. So really the third day, the free day, we don't talk about work whatsoever. There's no reason for us to talk about work. Usually for us, it starts, Thursday at 5 p.m. We start work back at Monday at 8 a.m. So we don't talk about work whatsoever during that period. We don't do any work. And it's hopefully, having fun.
Awesome. Well, I'll reconsider.
Well, that was easy. I know you're not normally that easy. But all right, let's close up shop. I'm having fun. This is a good time, man. Little did I know Lily was going to be as awesome as she was. I knew she was going to be good. I didn't know that we were going to vibe as well as we're vibing. But, man, I'm glad you're on board.
These have been great topics. So I'm excited to continue to talk about really great topics that are going to help anybody out there, starting their business or do more in their business already. So.
Love it. Once again, this is Kenneth French and Lily Faulkner. We're with Vast Voice, telling business secrets to entrepreneurs. If you have any questions, you can stop by our website at vastsolutionsgroup.com. Or, if you have any input, we're always looking for input. Email us at info@vastsolutionsgroup.com. Lily, it's been awesome.
Likewise.